In response to the recent events in the election of 2021, I think that this next chapter very merits the conversation about this, what it means and what can be done about it. Perhaps, according to the great Epictetus, how we should behave to tyrants. If a man possesses any superiority or thinks he does or he does not, such a man, if he is uninstructed, will of necessity be puffed through it. For instance, the tyrant says, I am the master of all, and what can you do for me? Can you give me the desire which I shall give no hindrance? How can you? Have you infallible power of avoiding what you would avoid? Have you the power of moving toward an object without error? And how much do you possess of this power? Come, when you are on a ship, do you trust yourselves or the helmsman? And when you are in a chariot, to whom do you trust to be the driver? And how is it in all other arts? Just the same. In what then lies your power? All men pay respect to me. Well, I also pay respect to my platter, and I wash it, and I wipe it, and all for the sake of my oil flask, and I drive and peg into the wall. Well, then, are these things superior to me? No, but they supply some of my wants, and for this reason I take care of them. Well, do I not attend to my ass? Do I not wash his feet? Do I not clean him? Do you not know that every man has regard to himself and to you just the same, and he has regard to his ass? Who imitates you, as he imitates Socrates? But I cut off your head. You say right. I had forgotten that I must say regard to you, and I must do so a fever and vial, and raise an altar to you, as there is Rome an altar to fever. What is it then that disturbs and terrifies the multitude? Is the tyrant this by the guards? By no means, and I hope that is not so. It is not possible what is by nature free can be disturbed by something else, or hindered by any other thing than by itself. And it is man's own opinions which disturb him. For when the tyrant says to a man, I will chain your leg, he who values his leg says, do not, have pity. But when who values his own will says, if it appears more advantageous to you, chain it. Do you not care? I do not care. I will show you that I am master. You cannot do that. Zeus has set me free. Do you think that he intended to allow his own son to be enslaved? But you are a master of my carcass. Take it. So when you approach me, you have no regard to me. No, but I have regard to myself. And if you wish to me to say that I have regard to you also, I'll tell you that I have the same regard to you that I have to my pipkin. What then? When absurd notions about things independent of your will, as if they were good and or bad, lie at the bottom of your opinions, we must of necessity pay regard to the tyrants. For I wish that man would pay regards to tyrants only, and not also to the bedchamber men. How is it that men becomes all at once wise, when Caesar made him superintendent of close stool? How is it that we can say immediately, Felicion, speak sensibly to me? I wish he were ejected from the bedchamber, that he might again appear to you to be a fool. Has a man been exalted in tribuneship? All who meet him offer congratulations. One kisses his eyes, the other kisses his neck, and the slaves kiss his hands. He goes to his house. He finds torches lit. He ascends to the Capitol. He offers sacrifice on occasion. Now, whoever sacrificed for having had good desires, for having acted comfortably to nature, for in fact we can thank gods for those things in which we place our good. A person was talking to me today about the priesthood of Augustus. I say to him, man, let the thing alone. You will spend much for no purpose. But he replies, those who draw up agreements will write my name. Do you then stand by those who read them and say to such persons, "It is I who has written there"? And if you can now be present on ale such occasion, what will you do then when you are dead? My name will remain. Write it on stone and it will remain. But come, what remembrance of you will be there beyond Nicopolis? But I shall wear a crown of gold, and if you desire a crown at all, take a crown of roses, put it on, for it is more elegant in appearance. Well, contrary to how I opened, this had nothing to do really with how to treat someone. That a person who is a tyrant should only be treated as a doormat to an extent, because they want all the power, of course. Here they say you're trying to be greater than Zeus. They're trying to be greater than even the greatest. And to them it seems, well, you can attempt all you want, but it won't really get you much. And you can't do it all by yourself. You can't run a country, a society, a government by yourself. You need the bureaucracy and the assistance of either your animals if you're in the field, if you need your technology, you need whatever you need to help you get the job done. You need assistance. It's impossible to do it alone. So then the tyrant here is kind of looked mockingly, for everything is done before them. They barely put the effort. That's what kind of this speaks to me. It's a bit short. I kind of expected it to be a little more satirical, a little more damning, but I guess given the time, the satire really wasn't fully developed. Great read though. Great read. I enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and share. Be a part of my media machine, as the Animaniac said, and I'll see you next time.